man with outside end up.
Oh shit. I think we're back.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. Semi. No, not semi. Fuck no. No, there's no semi. We're fucking not sober.
Even with the food.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
It was decent. It worked.
We're not sober though. But we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
From our sabbatical adventure.
That was a sabbatical adventure?
Was it?
Do I remember? Do you remember?
Not really.
Uh-huh.
This will be a two-part.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? But at least you know we're back.
So let's get the show rolling. Not much to say. Let's start out with the most obvious one we want to talk about.
Joe Rogan kind of sucks, but doesn't suck, but he's still cool.
Joe Rogan got thrown under a bus.
Joe Rogan did get thrown under a bus. Because I believe that he, as an idiot, should be able to voice his opinion as loud as he wants to. But at some point, he should be responsible for his opinion influencing other people.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He's said it before that he's just a guy with an opinion. And if people want to follow it, that's on their belief because they're idiots. I mean, it's just like saying, I killed someone because the TV told me. Or fucking whatever. Blaming video games for violence. It's how much you would, like, you got to make your own
But he's
decision.
still, like, a conscious person. Like, he knows how many people follow him. So he knows.
Well, yeah, if you choose to be naive at how dumb people are, that's one thing. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's still a show. In his opinion, he is not an expert. And he it's not like he just has on one topic guest all the time. He plays both sides.
Now, to play devil's advocate, I do believe that Spotify has the best platform out of anybody. And they haven't paid me to say that, but, like, seriously, like, have you been on Tidal? Tidal is kind of like... Tidal is Facebook, dude. Like, Tidal is an empty Facebook. Tidal is your mom's empty playground when she pulls out the freaking peanut brittle that she cooked for your birthday party. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody's looking for that shit. Nobody's listening to Tidal.
Outside the fact that we just dug into your dark childhood memory.
My mom never cooked peanut brittle, so...
But what I'm saying is, I mean, it's kind of overreacting that the...
It is overreacting, but the fact is that nobody's looking for Tidal. Apple Music is a big contender, but still... Spotify is king. And as a consumer, it's like, why would you go anywhere else?
But here's the thing, though. Why would Joe Rogan apologize? I mean, outside of the obvious use of the N-word. Different times, different changes. Because these are episodes that happened back in 2016, 2017. Somebody literally went out
some of these happened, like, within the past year.
No.
Especially the one with the doctor that, like, he had a doctor on. He's like,
no, the one when he used
I don't
the
trust...
N-word.
That's different.
That was
but
over.
the whole misinformation... That's what I'm getting at, and that's the issue that's at hand right now. That's why Neil Young and...
But here's the thing, though. But he has from both sides. He has.
You're right, and people are nitpicking.
They're nitpicking, and then the fact is, people don't mention the fact that CNN fake newsed him saying he took the horse dewormer when he didn't. He took a doctor-prescribed medicine that was given to humans.
He did, but at the same time, he didn't do a disclaimer that said...
He did say that. He said it several times. This was prescribed to me by a doctor made for humans. Anyone else is go out there and go to Petco, whatever, get the fucking...
Then if you went that route and believed that
that's
he was
on
the
them.
horse dewormer, that's on fucking you. But he did do an episode where he brought a doctor on, and he literally said to that doctor's face, it's like, if it's not a doctor telling me that this is not right, then I won't do it. And that dude was like, but I'm a doctor.
But every doctor has a different approach to it.
I get that too.
Because there's like 17 different ways you can skin a cat. And that's the same.
But this one doctor came in with every right piece of evidence. And the dude said to his face, like, if you're
here's the thing. There is no right piece of evidence when you talk about medical. Medical, that's why it's called practicing medical. Because nothing is absolute. Everything is in theory. Some theories are proven better than others. But Joe Rogan never said he was anti-vax. He just did. He had questions.
But I will agree. Joe Rogan is an idiot. But he's an idiot that admits he's an idiot. And that you shouldn't.
Yeah,
you should probably.
He never once said.
You should probably figure out some other form of information.
So here's the thing.
Other than him.
As far as I know, in all the episodes I've seen, he have never once said, "Don't get vaccinated." He never once uttered those words. He had questions about it.
He did say he would not get vaccinated.
Himself.
In front of a doctor. And then he also said he would not get vaccinated. Wait, no.
No, but that's himself.
Yeah.
His personal body. His body, his choice. He
on.
never said, don't go out there and get vaccinated.
Come on.
That's a different... That's not like Fox News.
Fox says people will die if they get vaccinated.
Exactly. Joe Rogan never said that before.
Joe Rogan says, I don't trust people that get vaccinated. I will not get vaccinated. And that... Dude, he has 1 billion followers. So that says you shouldn't get vaccinated.
Again, it's all about choice of words and out of context. And you got people just nitpicking.
He has pretty serious context.
It doesn't matter. So does fucking a bunch of other people.
Yeah, but they're more deliberate. They're saying people are dishonest. And they're saying people...
But Joe Rogan is down the middle. So the problem is Joe Rogan...
And are you dead after being vaccinated?
I already got my 2. I don't got my booster.
I got my 3rd and I survived.
I mean, I'm do what you want to do. I'm not getting my booster. But you can do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. It's your body, your choice.
But you're supposed to be the medical professional.
Yeah, but I've also seen firsthand, you still get it regardless. Is symptoms milder? Sure.
I'm confused.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, at this point, it really doesn't matter.
God damn it. That wasn't what I meant.
It really doesn't matter. Because I work with people that are fully vaccinated with the booster and got COVID again with the whole 9 yards with the severe symptoms. There is no proven fact. Everything is theory.
But in theory, are you better off?
In theory, you're supposed to be better off. In theory, you're supposed to not even have a booster if you want to go down that route.
True.
So everything is changing. Like another thing.
So why wouldn't you go for the more obvious fact, or more obvious like theory, or more obvious, more probable answer?
Because at this point, people have had enough of it. Because there's so much misinformation out there from both sides. No one's being honest. No one. And that's the issue. That is the issue, and that is a questionable thing to have, to the point where people keep forgetting that flu killed just as... So, if you go back to, fucking 15 years ago, MRS1, the swan flu, just killed just as many people, but nobody made a big deal about it. I'm not saying it's not as bad, because those two are not as contagious as the COVID was.
COVID killed way more people faster.
No, not faster.
It was faster.
About the same rate.
No, it was faster.
It just killed more elderly faster.
It did kill. So who does that matter? So you're saying the elderly don't matter?
No.
You're saying the elderly don't matter.
I'm saying natural selection happens.
I get natural selection happens, but the elderly do matter. And if you could do something to protect them, then you should.
So you're talking about 95-year-old person? Like, when we're talking about elder people that pass away from COVID, like, on the field, I'm looking at 95 and up, 80 and up. Yes, you get the handful, like 50 and ups, but the people that are actually dying from COVID are like 80 plus. Like, somebody's, like, good example, and I don't like talking about my job, is I made a fucking 96-year-old sick, and she literally said, "I'm tired. I just want to die."
I get that.
Like,
I totally get that. But at the same time, like, when these people go into certain medical situations, we have to take care of that no matter what, right?
If they want to be taken care of.
No, that's not if they want to be.
No, a lot of these old people do want it. But
I get old people want to die sometimes.
Hispanic are notorious.
But still, at some point, you're obligated to take care of them.
If they want that life. I say that because...
And if they're not conscious, you're still obligated to take care of them until they can make a decision.
Until they can make a decision, yes.
But if they can't make a decision, you're obligated to take care of them until a certain point.
It's outside of everything else that we just said, like unconsciously...
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Outside of...
Kill them all.
Unconscious.
Unconsciously kill them all.
But you gotta think like this.
Fuck them old people.
It's still a choice. It's still a lifestyle choice.
It isn't.
It is.
It isn't.
Dude.
Because at some point when a certain person,
but if it's a choice, why isn't the flu vaccine or the flu booster mandatory?
That's a problem too.
Why isn't fucking the chickenpox mandatory?
That's totally a problem.
Exactly. So how is
the
that?
thinking is if we hadn't taken care of those in the first place, we wouldn't have to give a booster. We wouldn't have to give another.
Now here's another thing. Here's another thing too. Vaccines the definition of vaccine is an absolute cure. Polio vaccine is an absolute cure.
And supposedly we had taken care of it until we ran across a few people that didn't.
Yeah, because people
take
don't.
it.
Now those are anti-vaccinators. But here, what I'm getting at is the term vaccine is getting thrown out a while. Because the flu shot is not a vaccine. It's a booster. The COVID shot should have always been identified as a booster. It's not a vaccine. It's not a cure. That's the reason why COVID keeps spiking. Because you get all these dumbasses who get the shot and think, I'm absolutely immune. I'm going to run around butt-ass naked and rub my face into shit. That's not how it works.
There you go. If you didn't get your vaccine the first go around, then we have to get a booster. That's meant for a different form of
just like the flu shot.
The sickness, just like the flu shot. If we
but
didn't
nobody gets it. Nobody does it. But here,
or not enough people get it.
What I'm getting at is that the vaccine was.
We're blaming the dumbass people that didn't get vaccinated.
I'm blaming everybody. I'm blaming the scientists who pushed this as a cure, and it was it's not correct. There is no cure.
I never saw any. Yes, I never realized that any scientist blaming that as a cure. I always understood that
one shot.
Fuck Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson & Johnson was made for idiots. I get that, but
I always say that. But when
I always understood
that
the first round of vaccine was meant as a preventative for future rounds, and if we didn't get it. And it circled around, then we'd have this problem over and over again.
Here's the thing.
Just like we got with the flu vaccine, Because with the flu, we have to get a new round.
Because there's so many strains.
Well, that's because we didn't take care of it in the first place.
If you can't take care of a virus.
You can't. You could have.
If you could treat a virus, that means HIV would have been cured by now. A virus, that's not how it works.
You can't cure fucking. Can't cure fucking.
Well, but I'm saying.
Can you speak from experience? Can you keep it in your pants?
No.
Then what the fuck are we talking about?
But you can't cure a virus. What I'm saying that a virus is not.
You can
like
cure a virus if everybody cooperates and everybody does what they're supposed to. As far as you're
oversimplifying it.
We're not oversimplifying.
You're oversimplifying it.
We have the power to oversimplify it.
I'm not even gonna call it a vaccine. This shot, this protein shot.
It was supposed to treat the first round. And if everybody would have gotten it, we would have been okay.
It wasn't even supposed to treat the first round. It's supposed to help you get betterly immune. There is a difference. You can still get sick. It was supposed to prevent. Prevention doesn't mean anything. Just like condom is only 98 or 88% cure way not to get pregnant. There's still that 10% chance. That's what it means. It just means you're putting a condom on your blood. That's what the shot was originally meant. Half the people didn't take it.
I'm sorry, it doesn't feel that good when we
exactly. But just like all viruses, everything evolves as it evolves.
But if we'd have got it
evolved,
I would feel.
I would feel different if we would have done the protocol the way it originally was. The total lockdown.
I would amount this as to a fire. If you put out most of the fire will go out on its own. If you don't put out most of the fire, then there's a chance that fire is going to keep burning shit.
And you know what's the rule that we do for that? We let it burn out.
It doesn't.
We don't waste resources.
Viruses doesn't work that way, though.
It does. Because
it doesn't.
The bubonic plague
as long as there's freaking biological matter, then that virus will keep going on.
Ask the bubonic plague.
Because that killed like a quarter of the people on the planet.
Well, yeah, it burned out.
It didn't burn out.
Yes,
it kept going. And we still have... Dude, there's virologists that still say the bubonic plague is going around today. The only thing is that...
We're better immune to it. Yeah. Because technically the cold killed half the people.
But it's still around.
Same with the cold.
But back then we didn't have a virus or a vaccine for it.
Look, I am not the one who's nut job to say like we need to build our...
What's worse is this is a nut job with a medical license.
So does half the fucking doctors believe that.
Like they're trying to help people, and you're just trying to avoid freaking responsibility for it.
No, it's not that.
Why not?
There's a lot of doctors that feel the same way. It's just people are listening to the wrong
So we shouldn't try to...
No, I'm saying it's your choice. Do what you want to do, but don't bash the people that don't want to do it.
Why not? Because there's a whole section of people. There's a whole section of the internet with people that died because they said we didn't want to follow.
Okay, but that's on them. That's their consequences. You're alive. Your family's alive.
Why shouldn't you try to spread that knowledge? Saying that these people
spreading knowledge is one thing, but enforcing it is another. There is a difference. Teaching somebody is one thing, but shoving it down the throat is another.
So you're saying let them die?
I am saying give them the knowledge and make them have their choice.
We tried that, and we've been trying that.
And apparently we're trying to shove it down. It's still not working. No matter what you do, it's
still
not
dying,
working.
right?
Yeah.
They're still dying.
You're forcing people to get vaccinated. It's not working. You try to educate people. It's not working. It's damn if you do damn.
This brings us to our next topic, Euphoria, where the addict decides they're not addicted to drugs and they just fuck everybody else. Fuck everybody else that's not addicted to drugs.
We're not talking about Euphoria right now.
Oh, it's pretty much the same thing. It really is.
I would end on a high note.
They're fucking everybody over.
No, but Euphoria is too high of a fucking note. That's
not a super high note, and that's what I think about the show too, because it's only the 5th episode, and they've ended on the highest fucking note. There's 5 more episodes in this season, and that's a high ass.
For those who don't know, I feel like nobody knows.
Sorry, spoilers. We're switching to Euphoria. Euphoria is only 5 episodes in. There's 5 more episodes to go. And spoilers.
Really only 5 fucking episodes?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. They ended on a high note this last episode. It's high.
I am convinced that nobody knows about the show. Like, I know there's like Black Twitter loves
it. There's also a controversy where a lot of parents are trying to get the show shut down because their kids are watching the show.
Because the parents are dumbasses.
But not just that, but the show resonates with younger audiences because it hits close to home. There are a lot of kids that feel this way or that have situational.
I don't know about you,
or situations that are similar.
Yeah, because I don't know about you. I grew up in high school.
We had similar situations to this, but nowhere near this extreme.
This is an extreme.
Actually, some of them were this extreme.
Well, yeah,
but a lot of it is
dramatization. A lot of it is traumatization. But I grew up in a high school just like Euphoria. Like, there's a lot of characters on there that reminds me of a lot of people I grew up with, and it is what it is. It's a show. I've told my sister, my niece about it. It's a show meant to show you how it actually is like. A lot of people want to ignore how high school is at, but fucking people want to talk shit now. But then they forget how Stephen King's old books or what's his face's old like high school books from back in the days. You got guys stabbing kids in the fucking locker room, fucking like nerds getting shoved their heads and shit. But now suddenly talk about the millennials doing drugs and shit in the bathrooms. Like this is our issues. This is what Wit dealt with, just now televised. And I guess parents are now realizing, well, fuck, they're living a fucked up life. Well, duh. It is what it is. You got all these kids with hormones in a giant school doing dumbass decisions. And that's what I like about Euphoria, because it's unfiltered. They're not trying to sugarcoat it. And last night, or 2 nights ago's episode, was an epitome of unfiltered when you see an addict doing whatever it takes for her to get a fix. Which is the most fucked up situation you can think of.
It's like nobody's life is worth anything except that fix. At least in this instance. And that's not far off from the truth at all.
And it wasn't over exaggerated. It wasn't over exaggerated like, oh, she ended up sucking dick for crack. No, it wasn't like that. I was kind of surprised it was.
There are people waiting for you.
But there are people waiting to take advantage of you. And that's how the show pretty much ended. And
but also, I think there's also like a hidden message there. There's a perpetual motion machine there, because the lady that the drug lady, she even explains like how her own drug usage led her down the path, and that's what led her to understand Rue's plight too. So she's like, I know what you're going through, and I'm totally gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah, but this is a lady that had a bag full of pills and still decided to inject it or something, which is still fucked up in his own right.
Well, it's fucked up because she already knew that Rue was gonna fail, and whether Rue failed or not, if Rue had
the fact that she gave her the fucking suitcase full of drugs,
it didn't matter because she knew. If Rue succeeded, then Rue would have been another source of income. If Rue failed, then Rue would have still been another source of income.
It was a win-win.
It didn't matter. It was a win-win. And that was obvious from the beginning. Especially when she said that obvious sentence after Rue gave her that bullshit spiel. She said, wow, Rue, you're a genius. and obviously in her mind is like, wow, Rue, I see the junkie in you, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. And even Fez was like, nah, you gotta go. I'm not confused about this shit. You gotta get the fuck out of my house.
Oh yeah, because she was fucking trying to steal his mom's medications.
Yeah.
No, you gotta fucking go. You fucked up now.
But he already knew too.
Yeah, but that's why he stopped giving her drugs.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a long line of second chances that he gave her.
I love Fez. Who would have thought Fez would have been everyone's favorite character?
You're right, dude. And isn't he like British or something like that?
I think he is.
Yeah. And
kind of like Mac Miller.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Mac Miller in a way.
But yeah, Fez seems like my favorite character right now.
I mean, Fez was the first episode when he beat the shit out of Nate.
Oh my god, dude. I was so happy to see
New Year resolutions.
See somebody's face get rearranged that deserved it, but
like New Year resolution.
Crap. No, my favorite thing was like he was telling the girl, "It's like nice to meet you. It was a great experience for me. Now excuse me while I rearrange this fucker's face, who fucking totally deserves it." And she agreed with him. She got so turned on by that. To the point that where she drew a whole fucking play out of it. Like the next few episodes are gonna be her.
Dude, that last episode is gonna be that play. I have a feeling the last episode is gonna be that
absolutely. Play. And I think that's gonna be part of the turn in the next catharsis. The catharsis is gonna be them dealing with everybody realizing that the play is about them.
And then how fucked up their life is.
Absolutely. That's gonna be the catharsis of the next half of the freaking show. It's like the open book is like, holy shit, you're that fucked up.
You got the big chick who's actually is a whore trying to be good, but she likes being a whore. You got Maddie, who's just crazy.
Well, you got the big chick who's decided that her she's gotten sex positivity, but she's also she's got body dysmorphia. And she's got that issue with her boyfriend. She likes her
boyfriend. She's just not satisfied with her boyfriend.
Right. He's not the thing that she's been fed to love. Yeah, so he's a skinny fucking nobody.
What do you think about the episode when they brought in a Dothraki?
Yeah, it's crazy because I think a lot of us deal with that, dude. Like we're fed this vision of what we're supposed to like, and then somebody comes along who likes us for what we are, and we're supposed to like them for what we. But
you're not happy.
But you're not happy because society has fed you this vision of what you're supposed to like.
This show is fucking so many layers.
Yeah,
so many goddamn layers. And then you got Maddie, who's supposed to be Greek, but she's acting like a Mexican. Be like,
yeah, that reminded me that felt too close to home.
I'm gonna fuck you.
That felt way too close to home.
Her hand clasps and her fucking prayers in the middle of an argument.
And then you've got Cassie, who's like this...
who acts like she's innocent, but she's a total fucking dumbass.
I would say dumbass and innocent are like the farthest apart.
No, but it's an
like dumbass includes.
No, but she. How about this? She uses the excuse to be innocent, but she does fucked up shit. Like she knew all along that she should have never fucked around with Nate, and yet she still fucked around with Nate.
At the same time, Nate fed into that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
And he took advantage of that. He took advantage of her naivety.
Well, duh.
And then you have Maddie, who can't control the impulses.
I feel like this season Maddie got better. A little better.
Maybe.
Because remember, last season she didn't want kids. Now she wants kids.
Because she babysits.
She likes kids.
But still, I think Cassie's looking for what you call it?
She's looking for love, just like
she's looking for love in places where she shouldn't be or shouldn't be expecting it. And when she does get it, she goes to a extreme route without consequences.
I did not notice. Someone's. I saw a little forum.
Is that her fault? Kind of, yeah. I would put it half and half. Like that's half your impulses, but at the same time, somebody took advantage of that. Somebody dove deep into that, and Nate's gonna pay for that. Hopefully, he pays for that. I don't think he's gonna pay for that because of the way the show goes.
I don't know. This next episode looked kind of curious.
But dude, we've lived long enough to see that Maddie always goes back to freaking Nate.
Yeah, that's toxic, man.
It's not Cassie's fault according to Maddie. It's always Nate. It's always Cassie's fault according to Maddie. It's never Nate's fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we've seen that over and over again, time and time again.
But Maddie's gonna go back. Yeah, everyone knows that.
And it's never Nate's fault.
Nate's just gonna take it. Okay.
Until the video comes out.
I still want to see the episode when Maddie gets beat the fuck out of Casey.
Dude. I want to see the episode when everybody starts beating the shit out of Nate's dad.
Oh, for fucking all them fucking underage kids?
Yeah.
That's just going to be fucking insane. And then Jules is another fucking issue. This whole show is layers of people with fucking issues.
Yeah. You've got an addict who told on another addict because he was concerned. You got someone who's in transition, who's having issues of her own, and you've got another addict who's having issues of their own, and you've got a parent who's dealing with an addict who's also LGBTQ, dealing issues of their own, while dealing with another sibling who's dealing with their own issues.
This show is layers.
This show has layers. When you got that addict dealing with a drug dealer, a drug dealing best friend, a drug doing lover, and a drug dealing freaking love interest.
Speaking of which, what happened to the fucking skinny ass girl that was living with Fez? The one with the big fucking fake lips. She wasn't at Fez.
She's got her shit figured out. She's fine. She's gonna be okay. Hey, she's got a boyfriend. She's got
passed out somewhere.
She's got somebody looking out for her. So she's gonna be okay. She's like, so you and your son, you guys fuck people?
What the fuck? Like, stay out of this. Like, oh my god! It was like, you're just a fucking addict while she's fucking putting a needle up her vagina.
That was fucked up, but she was still hilarious. And even in the first few scenes where she showed up, I was like, this bitch is gonna be a problem.
Can I put my
She's like, we're supposed to be here being low key. She's like, I'm about to shoot up. You want to shoot up with me?
And she's like, it's New Year's? No, my Barbie don't tell me anything. You fucked up. It's a must watch. Now, I'm talking about next. Peacemaker.
John Cena can't act worth a fucking tacos. But I will say John Cena is dedicated. John Cena dives into the character, and John Cena does his due diligence.
This is John Cena's show.
This is John Cena with the most support ever. It's a fucking dumb show.
It's a great show for what it is.
It is a dumb show with a great freaking premise and a great cast. And it's like I said, John Cena is a shit actor, but he puts his work in.
He is so typecast.
Even after the camera stops rolling, he still wears that suit. like it
he fucking wore it at Jimmy Kimmel's show and shit.
Yeah.
I like the Peacemaker
John
show.
Cena is all in, even though he can't act, But he's all in. He's dude. The show is all heart.
It's a passion project.
Yeah.
But it's not the greatest show made.
There were great parts about the show. Like
moments.
in this last episode, dude, the butterfly takeover, that was the most amazing part of the show. And if you would have put it on mute, it would have been great. But the soundtrack made it even more.
Yeah, the obsession with hair metal music is hilarious.
Oh yeah, the whole show is hair metal.
So I kind of
hair rock.
Because that's David Gunn's
and then we get a glimpse in the last episode of John Cena playing piano. I don't know if he was actually playing piano.
No, he is.
If he was, then that was amazing.
That is him.
But if it
piano.
wasn't, then even so, they made it look amazing.
No, that is him playing piano. He knows how to play piano for a big guy.
I'm a dreamer.
I'm a dreamer. Oh man, but DC's doing a lot of things now with that shit.
This is supposed to be a throwaway show. There was supposed to be like the space keeper between the next property.
But it's actually
this was supposed to be like
this is supposed to be a one and done.
Your distraction between before the Batman comes out.
Yeah, but this was supposed to be one and done. But
it's surprisingly like, dude, I'm paying attention because it was surprisingly funny, and dude, it got me to pay attention to it a little bit more than I needed to.
They're talking about doing a season 2 for it. I know the Gotham series is gonna come out soon. Dude, there's a lot of hype around the new Batman movie, which you don't follow. I'm afraid.
I do follow the hype around the new Batman movie. I'm just not excited for it.
I'm afraid
because I never needed a new Batman. Why did I need a new Batman?
Because Ben Affleck quit.
But he didn't.
He did quit. He said he's not doing Batman anymore.
We're getting more Batfleck.
Yeah.
We're getting more Batfleck after this Batman.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna convince him to come back. But as of now,
and this is supposed to be a one and done. This is supposed to be like the Joker, one and done. This is supposed to, I don't think that I'm gonna.
Well, they're making a Joker Part 2.
That's gonna be stupid.
Well, yes, I agree.
That
and Willem Dafoe is gonna be in it.
Fuck that.
No,
all these decisions are stupid.
I don't like it, but I do. There's a lot of fan service behind it because from what I read, is Willem Dafoe is gonna play a character that was inspired by fucking Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So we might finally get a Willem Dafoe Joker that everybody's been wanting. I'm thinking that's
congratulations, Willem Dafoe. You're getting rewarded for being ugly as fuck.
Whatever, he's a good actor.
He is a great actor.
You need to watch No Way Home, man, because his portrayal of the Green Goblin.
Dude, I got his portrayal of the Green Goblin in Spider-Man.
No, but the new one, dude.
I know. But still, as far as the DC universe goes, the Batman and the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix and Sparkle Batman were supposed to be one and done.
Yeah, I don't agree that they need to do another Joker movie. That's stupid. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't agree that they're gonna they're doing Flashpoint and redoing the not Suicide Squad, but the Justice League with all women, like Supergirl. They can get rid of Henry Cavill and doing Supergirl. They're doing a new version of Batman Beyond, but it's gonna be Batgirl instead of fucking Tara McGinnis. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Just go with the comics.
Honestly,
man.
I think they've already been fucked up. Like they're like, we can't go back and try to make this normal.
Yes, we
gotta go extra.
Yes, but you can go back and set things right. That's what they're making Flashpoint. That's why the new Flashpoint movie is a great example to reset everything.
And wait till it comes out. We'll see
and then now they're going and doing stupid shit. I like that makes no sense. If you want to recast Superman as a black Superman, that's fine. But don't just dismiss him completely and just do Supergirl instead. That makes no sense.
You're right. It doesn't make any sense. It's fucking stupid. Thank you, DC, for reminding us
why you suck.
Stupid looks like.
And that's what Marvel is actually doing pretty good right now.
What was our next thing that we were going to talk about?
That's about it, really.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Peacemaker. DC.
We're like, what is it?
DC was a bonus. We weren't going to talk about DC, but DC fucked themselves.
We weren't going to talk about No Way Home, but you haven't seen it yet.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet. The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Why can't you see No Way Home? It's a great...
I don't follow the hype.
It is an overrated movie. Yes, because it's not really... If you really think about it, there's a lot of issues. But it is a super fan service. And it forgives a lot of the black plot holes. Because now you can check it up. It's another universe. Mm-hmm. Because now they're talking about... like I told you before, they're talking about redoing the Spider-Man verse with Andrew Garfield. Coming back for the Venom and all that stuff.
Love that people keep bringing up in Spider-Verse where the Spider-Mans meet and they're talking about how similar they are and how different they are, and the one guy goes, "Oh my God, I hope I'm not the racist Spider-Man."
Nope. That's why I got a black Spider-Man. Which, speaking of which, the new Into the Spider-Verse comes out this year too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that too, yeah. So we've got that to look forward to.
Batman. We got Thor, Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, which I think is gonna
November. So November. Release.
November. It's gonna be the horse.
Oh, one thing about Kingpin on Hawkeye.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Hawkeye because I thought Hawkeye was a bunch of nice filler, very nice filler until the very end, where you see Kingpin kind of kick ass, and you see Hawkeye kick fucking ass with all of his.
What we always wanted, and then that was it.
Hawkeye takes out like 120 dudes. What the my fucking thing about the whole thing is, where the fuck were the new NYPD during this whole thing?
I don't know. I do like how they kind of hinted this happened around the same time as Spider-Man No Way Home. But you haven't seen the movie, so you would have known.
No, I haven't. But still, there was a lot of freaking lacking in local PD and local freaking response time. But there were no ambulances, dude. This was like one of the richest, whitest fucking parties going on, and there were people getting murdered, and nobody showed up for that shit. That was totally...
Yeah. But if you believe if Kingpin's power... Now
Kingpin himself, Kingpin,
he has power of the police.
Kingpin has power over the police, and at the same time, Kingpin, he like physically took a lot of shit.
I do like how they do the comic book portrayal of him.
Like, Kingpin took on explosions, gunshots to the chest. And for people gunshots to the chest.
Kingpin's still alive.
So Kingpin, like in the comics, he's only like 2% body fat. So that makes him like super impervious to bullets and arrows and stuff like that. Like that shit gets stuck in his outer layer of skin, so he can easily brush that shit off. Yeah. And like that just gives you an insight as to how he takes care of like explosions and shit like that. So when shit hits him, like a car or a freaking exploding arrow, like he took that shit like
especially that arrow to the heart.
He took that shit like. Yeah, I wasn't surprised at all.
But also, the other thing is like how much of it, because if you remember the Daredevil series, all his
he took the Daredevil armor.
Well, Daredevil took his armor. Remember, because initially it was his armor.
Right.
He layered all his clothes with the caviar.
But in this season, in these scenes in Hawkeye, you see him taking advantage. Not only his own body armor, but his own like body capabilities.
Oh, the fact that he could take getting hit by a fucking car.
Yeah.
And then ripping off a car door off and beating the shit out of a little girl.
And that was expected, but like the explosion in the car. He took on some.
And he took a bullet because he's still alive.
He's still alive, so he took a bullet from Echo at the end. Spoiler, sorry.
Well, if people know the comic books, Echo blinds him so that's probably gonna be what's gonna happen.
The only difference from the comics that I see in these shows is that he's so much more emotional. He's so much more dimensional than he is in the comics. Because in the comics, he's more two-dimensional. He's very calm. He's very calculated. In this one, he's a little more chaotic.
Emotional.
You can see when he gets mad, and you can see where that anger explodes.
So heavy rage.
Yeah, but
Vincent
still,
D'Onofrio though.
he might differ from me in this opinion. I still didn't think this was enough to warrant for Echo to have her own show, even though she's a good character. I still didn't think this was enough for her to. Have her own show.
There was the Echo series was supposed to be Daredevil season 4, but I just read not that long ago they officially are making Daredevil season 4. So,
yeah, I've seen that too.
So I'm excited all out because they're bringing back Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Well, she was in Spider-Man No Way Home for a little bit. I don't know. I'm sure you saw the clip of that. And then, so to bring back, all you gotta do now is bring back fucking what's his face's Punisher. And I personally like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I could do without Iron Fist. I think he was the worst of the bunch.
He definitely was. Dude, there's so much.
And I really would love them to finish the story of Luke Cage because he became the gangster, the new kingpin of Harlem at the end of season 2. And so that'll be fucking badass to see what happens.
I can see that if they can get him back. If they can get him back.
They'll get him back.
He's doing that new Devil series, which I think might do better than Luke Cage if he.
Yeah, but who's gonna say no to Disney? It's guaranteed money.
People say no to Disney.
No, I think he's expressed how much he liked Luke Cage's character.
We'll see what happens.
He can have 2 checks. Fuck, you got guys that have 2 checks from Disney and
Marvel. No, you can't. Sometimes Disney.
I know Disney gets petty.
Disney does get petty, and they're like, you can't be nobody's boyfriend but ours.
Yeah, but if you heard the new thing is like Kevin Feige is no longer doing long-term contracts,
and that's good. And hopefully that carries on with whoever else does business with Disney. But Disney is like notorious for fucking people over.
Yeah, but
in the long term,
luckily
so in the short term, it's better to do business with Disney in the short term.
As of now, yeah, Kevin Feige controls anything that's Marvel related. So
we saw what happened with Scarlett Johansson. We saw what happened.
Well, I think that's why they did that because the lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson and what's the other one? Not Terrence Howard.
No, the girl from you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh fuck. They don't know, but we know. We know. All right.
From Cruella.
Oh yeah, fucking she signed on to do a Cruella too, which is why.
And she was Gwen Stacy in freaking the Sony Disney or the Sony Spider-Man.
Oh, you heard the other rumor?
Besides that she's coming back as Gwen,
Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen, and
I'm excited for that.
That would be cool.
That would be fucking awesome.
If Disney allowed that and Sony allowed that.
Well, Sony is doing it, not Disney. But I don't like the Madam Web. Because Madam Web does not deserve her own fucking movie. And I think
she's always been a background character, like a side.
She does nothing.
She doesn't.
So how you can make a whole movie about that? She sits on a chair and tells Spider-Man he's a prophet. Every fucking time you see her.
Something's gonna happen. You need to be ready.
Here's a riddle. Here's a card. Bye. Like that was pointless. Now if they just said, yeah, we fucking cast Dakota Johnson to play Madam Web, that's it. Cool. Speculations. But no, it's a whole fucking movie about Madam Web. The fuck that's gonna be about?
Fuck Madam Web. Madam Web doesn't deserve her own movie.
Hell no, she doesn't deserve her own movie.
She doesn't even deserve a series.
Exactly. She does nothing. Her character was so pointed that the Spider-Man animated series ended without resolving any of her fucking stories. And everybody don't remember that. She just disappears.
Pretty much.
So it's a pointless.
Leaves all the Spider-Mans pointing at each other, saying...
Now, if they would have said she's Madam Web in the new Spider-Verse movie, would have made fucking sense. Just the way that movie's going along.
I want them to expand Aunt May as a multiverse character, and Marissa Tomei can forever fill our spank banks with more Aunt May.
No, I'll just watch The Wrestler so I can see Marissa Tomei naked.
I mean, honestly, it's like it's a coin flip between Marissa Tomei naked or Marissa Tomei as my cousin Vinny's character, because that's still sexy.
It's still sexy too. But no,
even though she never gets naked in that movie.
The trailer trash, fucking white trash, Marissa Tomei and the wrestler is sexy too.
Oh my god.
That is still sexy.
We all have dreams. So we're gonna, all right. At this point, I think we're gonna cut this particular episode short, and we'll get back to you. I want to talk to you people some more. So like, put some shit in the comments, and like,
we'll be back.
Talk.
Till next time, we wrap this portion up. We'll talk to you guys later. Chicken grease, cheesesteaks.
You mean peace, love, and chicken grease?
Whatever.
And some cheesesteaks.
We can get more.
I'm about to pull this off, man, with outside the dock.